I see you're finally awake. Did you sleep well? Have any sweet dreams? No, no, don't mind me. I'm only here making sure we stay alive. That's all. Please, feel free to take another nap. It's not like we've seen any action here. You know, ever since we took you in, it seems like most of us have taken a liking to you. Although, I can't lie, I'm not exactly sure what it is. Sure, I guess your quirk isn't useless, but I know for a fact it isn't stronger than mine. Is it your backstory? No, it can't be that. Oh, please. I'm sure all of us have our own tragedies to worry about. But if we're talking about it, where are you from, anyways? Well, for future reference, be careful what you share with people like me. You never know if it can be used against you. Just a thought. Oh, and another word of advice. Look at me. When I ask you something, you answer me quickly. I don't have a lot of patience, especially for newcomers. God, I love that. What do you think? Did you really fall for that? I hope in the future you learn to loosen up. I mean, don't get in my way, and we'll be fine, I guess. Though, I'm still not sure why Tomoda allowed you to join. Did you offer him some chapstick or something? I'm sure a nice bottle of lotion would tie him over. He was just interested in you, I suppose. I guess the same can be said about most of us. Me? You don't really think I'm gonna tell you everything, do you? I joined because of my own personal reasons. I know most of us have our own passionate vendettas against heroes and what they claim to stand for. But me, I like to think it's pretty simple. A long time ago, someone betrayed me, and I simply want to give them what they want, firsthand. It's not exactly a grudge, more like a gift they aren't expecting. That's all you need to know. Now, what is someone like you joining up with us for? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're dangerous. Dangerous to a UA student, maybe. Oh, please. If I didn't think you were useful, I wouldn't be out here with you. Now, tell me, why did you choose to stay with us rather than go out on your own? Well, I suppose your reasons are your own. After all, everyone is a bit bad in their own way. Did you ever consider it? You know, being a hero. It's funny how most villains start out being good. Then, somewhere along the way, they see the truth about how the world really is. By being passive and kind all the time, you're just asking to be taken advantage of, even by the people closest to you. Believe it or not, I'm actually trying to help you in saying that. I know the truth can be scary when you first think about it, but after a while, everything starts to make a little more sense. Think about it. What kind of society pressures children into fighting people like us? If you ask me, everything would be so much quieter if they just let us do what we must. However, I have no issue taking care of whatever gets in the way of our mission. And that goes for anyone. I'm sure it can take some getting used to. You know, taking out everyone and everything in your path. But really, it seems to get easier the more you do it. You know what they say, practice makes perfect, right? Sometimes, it's just that much better to turn your feelings off. Being able to separate yourself from what you do. I find that is what keeps me from losing it. Well, losing any more of myself, that is. I suppose it happens to the worst of us, but in a way, isn't that really a blessing? Knowing that you'll do anything to get what you want. That takes skill. Honestly, out of all the rare quirks I've seen, I find that the rarest trait to have is consistency. The ability to show up every time you're needed. To be relentless in achieving your goals. I'm not sure how long you've been doing this, but I'll tell you right now, if you want to get on my good side, show me you're capable of that. Usually, newcomers are all talk. They'll say they're cutthroat, that they can handle anything. Yet, for some reason, they always end up being just that. All bark and no bite. I can't say for certain if that's gonna be you, but I can say you're quite interesting to be around. As long as you don't cower in front of strong heroes like All Might, then I'd say that's a pretty good start. Did you look up to him when you were a child? I guess most of us did. But soon, the people will see why these so-called pro-heroes aren't at all what they think they are. If it's another thing I hate, it's misplaced arrogance. Fortunately for me, most heroes have exactly that. I suppose that makes my job easier when it comes down to it. Not that I'd have much trouble in the first place. I remember my first time wreaking havoc on the city. It seems just like yesterday. And you know what? It never gets old. I guess that will have to wait for now, until we get our next orders to move out. Well, go ahead, finish your nap. You won't be useful to me if you're tired, so don't dream about me too much, alright? We'll see what you can do soon enough.